Smile 2 might just be one of the scariest horror movies of the year, and it's not close at all. Now, I haven't seen every horror released this year. I'm still holding out for The Substance and Nosferatu, but as far as the ones I've seen, like Long Legs, and A Quiet Place Day 1, and Maxine, Smile 2 got them beat. Welcome back to another episode of Hot or Not. I'm Mitch Maybe. Let's get straight into it because I got a lot I want to say. Spoilers ahead. It's hard to name a time where the camera was static in this entire movie. You would think Sam Raimi directed by the way the camera swings through the scene. It's so dynamic and lends itself to the plot in the most horrifying way that you can't help but take notice. I wish a lot more horror films would take notes from Smile 2 and move the camera around the setting to draw the audience in instead of just using a tripod for static shots, adding little flair, which could lead to a visually boring movie, and nobody likes boring. The performances, specifically Naomi Scott as Sky Riley, is a marvel. The grief, sorrow, and agony that she sows into this character is honestly so realistic. If you guys ever spied before, then you know it feels a lot like this. Not being able to trust what you see and hear, not being able to trust your own mental state and the people around you, trying their best to help you, but it feels like you're going deeper and deeper into losing your mind is an experience that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. This is what makes Smile 2 the scariest movie of the year for me. How real it feels, or how rather it made me feel seen. I gotta get personal real quick. Here you go. This movie is so scary to me because it feels like real life. My real life. I have really bad OCD, and sometimes it leads me to believe things that aren't true, no matter how true they may seem to me. And because of this, I have difficulty distinguishing between fact and fiction, causing me to question everything, kind of like how Sky does in the movie. What she's experiencing is real to her, but to everybody else, it seems like she's losing her mind. I have this saying that no movie is actually scary because it's just a movie. Smile 2 is the exception to this rule because it transcends the barrier between audience and the screen. The things Sky Riley experiences in this movie are relatable. The trauma of being responsible for somebody who you care for being hurt because of you, not being able to forgive yourself for how you hurt them, although it was unintentional, it still happened because of you. The struggle of waking up every day and being in constant physical and emotional pain, fighting addiction, trying to show up for others even when you can't show up for yourself, and putting on a smile. I see what I did there. And attempting to carry out your day-to-day responsibilities the best you can while fighting a demon that warps your perception of reality. Eventually you fall because the load of everything you're going through is too heavy. Most horror movies are scary because the imagery and the jump scares, and yes, the movie has plenty of that, but I feel it uses those elements to elevate the central horror of not being able to wake up from a nightmare, ever. It's the dread of simply not being able to escape. No matter how hard you fight, no matter what you do, there is no escape. And that's the scariest part. Not the scary monster jumping out in front of the camera, but the fact that you know you can't win. It's over.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Hopefully that didn't get too dark. Anyway, this movie is certified hot, and it's a strong recommend for me. It's been real. I'll see y'all in the next episode.